Remember, this is online for anyone who wants to see it. So you can always go to the APDA website. There's a blue box. It says exercise classes. And you can go to that and click that blue box and then find the Tai Chi class or the kickboxing class or anything like that. All right? I'm going to move your chair. Just turn it 90 degrees. All right? Easier to hold on to that way. Awesome. All right. So, right hand, fist, power. Left hand, fingers together, friendship, tucking in the thumb, humility, fist into the palm. Welcome. Have you done Tai Chi before? Yeah, neither have I. So, we're good company. All right, standing in the Wu-Ji position, feet shoulder hip distance apart. Nice, gentle bend in the knees. That activates the leg muscles. Tucking in the tailbone, head lifted by the silk thread. So we have good straight posture in this direction. Good straight posture in this direction. I'm going to start by breathing from the belly. Let's begin. Inhale the hands up. Exhale, float the hands down. Inhale and exhale. Nice and slow. Inhale and exhale. Push the hands in front of us next. Inhale to the heart and exhale. Inhale to the heart. Exhale, relax the hands down. Big, deep belly breath in. Long, slow breath out. Inhale to the heart. Exhale, relax the hands down. One more time. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Arms over the head next. Inhale to the heart. Exhale, pushing down on the feet as you push up on the hands. Inhale to the heart. Exhale, relax the hands down. Big, deep belly breath in. And exhale. Inhale and exhale. Nice and slow. One more time. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Arms to the side. Inhale to the heart and exhale. Push out on the palms, up on the fingers. Inhale to the heart. Exhale, relax the hands down. Big, deep belly breath in. Long, slow breath out. Inhale to the heart. Exhale, relax the hands down. One more time. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Pause for just 1 second. So while we're doing the deep breathing, you're trying to see how slow you can go. Slower is better. So you're not just bringing the hands up and letting the hands drop. You're kind of pushing down the hands, almost like you're pushing a beach ball underwater. And the point is to try and go as slow as you can. Like here in America, we want to do everything fast, but in China, Tai Chi, slowness has a priority. Okay? So, arms, let me see, giving a big hug next. Inhale the arms up. Keep inhaling the arms open. Exhale, pushing the hands together. Keep exhaling as you float the hands down. Big, deep belly breath in. And then long, slow breath out. One more time. Inhale. And exhale. Very nice. Very nice. Arms in the diagonals. Inhale to the heart. Left hand up. Right hand down. Exhale. Inhale. Keep your good posture going. Right hand up. Left hand down. Exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Keep looking straight ahead. Inhale to the heart. Exhale, relax the hands down. Flap the arms like bird wings. Big, deep belly breath in and long, slow breath out. Inhale, keep a bend in those knees. And exhale. One more time. Inhale. And exhale, nice and slow. Lastly, we're going to gather chi. Big, deep belly breath in. And then long, slow breath out. Hands right down the center line. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. And there you go. That's our deep breathing. Everybody good? All right. Nobody's not breathing? That's good. See, it worked. That joke just never gets old. To me. Yeah, exactly. All right. So, one good thing that will help you is constantly remind yourself, like even throughout the day, even when you're not in the Tai Chi class, remember to keep those knees bent just a little bit. All right. If the legs are tired, don't bend so much. Just you don't want to lock your knees out. So just a little bit of a bend is fine. That takes the weight off your skeletal system and puts it onto your muscles and builds your leg muscles, which is thereby going to help with your balance. All right. The other thing that can help you, and just to remind yourself during the day, maybe you're waiting for your coffee to get done in the microwave and you look down and go, oh, my knees are locked. I need to bend them. And you don't get mad at yourself. There's too many things in the world to get upset about right now, right? Yeah, I need to do a little better next time by bending my knees. And eventually it will become a habit. Give it a month, give it 2 months, maybe 3 months, and it starts to become a habit. Just gently remind yourself every time. And this is something spouses can do also without nagging. But go, hey, I notice your knees are locked out. Maybe bend your knees. That will help you. The other thing is, imagine there is a silk thread attached from the top of your head up to the ceiling, and someone is gently pulling on that silk thread. And so it helps keep the body nice and straight. So we're not standing like this, but standing like this. All right. And that silk thread, it's not to the front of the head and pulling up, so it's doing this, but it's up at the crown of the head, which, if you notice, is right over my spine. And that's lifting that head gently towards the ceiling. I've had people get taller by doing Tai Chi. Actually, I'm one of them. When I started 20 years ago, I was an inch and a half shorter than what I am now. So you can actually get taller. One of my most dramatic examples was a lady, Annette, you knew her. Cannot remember her name off the top of my head. Chinese lady, was in front all the time. She was in her 80s, had Parkinson's disease, and she grew 1 inch in 1 year. Yeah, it's incredible, right? Pardon me? Leela. I think that was her name. Yeah, she always sat in front, and her husband always stayed in class. Yeah, and they were native. Their homeland was China. They're very, very nice people. So anyway, yeah, she grew 1 inch in 1 year. She was not. I haven't seen her for a while. Okay. I have not seen her. So anyway, Constantly think about your head being lifted by that silk thread. It's going to gently help you with your posture. Um, who knows? And you may grow. All right. Maybe, maybe not. Either way, good thing, right? All right, moving along, warm-up exercises from the Wu-Ji position. Again, if you get tired, kind of straighten up a little bit, but don't straighten the knees out. Always leave a little bend in the knees, all right? Chin tuck to get us started. So we're gonna float the hands up. Keep the chin level as you tuck in the chin, hands to the chest. Keep that chin level. Hands come out, the chin gently floats up, and then we sink the chin down to the chest without leaning forward. Again, floating the hands up in front of us, hands to the chest, tucking in the chin, keeping the chin level, helps by looking straight ahead. Hands come out, chin gently floats up, and sinking the chin down to the chest. Pause for 1 second. So while you're doing this exercise, you're looking straight out ahead of you, and that's when you want to tuck in the chin. But make sure your chin stays level to the ground. Don't look down at the ground. Look straight ahead, all right? Floating the hands up, shoulder height. Here, keep your chin level, tucking in the chin while looking straight ahead. Don't look down. Awesome. Hands come out, chin gently floats up. And now you gently let the chin sink to the chest. Beautiful. Next neck exercise, looking side to side. Starting out, prayer hand position. Tai Chi ball, right hand is on top. Watching the left hand going over the left shoulder, looking left, pushing down on the right. And we come back to center. Tai Chi ball, left hand is on top, watching the right hand, going over the right shoulder, looking right, pushing down on the left. And we come back to center. Tai Chi ball, right hand's on top, left hand, left shoulder, looking left, pushing down on the right. And coming back to center. Tai Chi ball, left hand is on top, watching the right hand, going over the right shoulder, pushing down on the left. And we come back to center. One more time. Right hand's on top, left hand, left shoulder, looking left, pushing down on the right. Coming back to center. Left hand's on top, watching the right hand, going over the right shoulder, looking right, pushing down on the left. And then we come back to center, come back to prayer hands, and relax the hands down. Very good. Forward shoulder circles, bringing the shoulders back and then up. Pardon me, forward without leaning forward and down. Pause for just 1 second. It will help you if you keep looking straight ahead at this. Don't look down at the ground because then you'll tend to bend over. Look straight ahead. Try and keep your straight posture, all right? Bringing the shoulders back, then up, then forward without leaning forward and down. Beautiful. Shoulders back, up, forward, and down. Now reverse. Shoulders forward, then up, then back, and down. Forward, up, back, and down. One more time. Forward, up, back, and down. Awesome. Oh, there's my Corvette. I wish. All right. Next exercise, gathering chi. Imagine that someone is gently pulling on your wrist, opening and expanding the body. Gently, we're reaching out, reaching up. Feel the body open and expand, and then slowly relax the hands down. Gently reaching out, reaching up, and relax the hands down, nice and slow. One more time, gently reaching out, and relax the hands down. Beautiful. Touching heaven and earth. Now that silk thread attached to the ceiling I was talking about, feel like someone is very gently pulling that head towards the ceiling. You're stretching, you're elongating your spine, all right? Prayer hand position, left hand up, right hand down, floating the head towards the ceiling, stretching the spine. And coming back to center. Keep looking straight ahead, right hand up, left hand down, gently stretching the spine. And coming back to center, left hand up, right hand down, floating the head gently to the ceiling. Coming back to center, right hand up, left hand down, gently stretching the spine. And coming back to center. One more time. Left hand up, right hand down, not holding your breath, exhaling. Coming back to center, right hand up, left hand down, again, exhaling, stretching. Coming back to center, coming back to prayer hands, relaxing the hands down. Carrying the ball side to side, the excitement continues to build. I can see it in everybody's faces. Right? Thank you. All right. So keep your hips square to the front, turning our navel, our belly button from the left side to the right side without moving the hips. All right? Prayer hand position. I'm not here. Tai Chi ball, left hands on top, gently turning to the left, not turning the hips, gently turning the upper body. Turn the ball over, right hands on top, and then gently turn to the right. Stay on the right side as you turn the ball over, left hands on top, gently turn to the left. Again, moving the upper body, not moving the hips. Turning the ball over, right hands on top, gently turn to the right. Turning the ball over, left hands on top, gently turn to the left. Turning the ball over, right hands on top, and gently turn to the right. We're going to do that one more time. Turning the ball over, left hands on top. Pause for just a minute. Think about where your elbow is. You want your elbow up, just below where the shoulder is, all right? So don't carry your arm down here, but up here. Then gently turn to the left. Very nice. Stay on the left side as you turn the ball over, right hands on top. Think about where your elbow is. Gently turn to the right. Nice. And then we turn the ball over, we come back to center and relax the hands down. Awesome. Remember, when we have our arm up like this, we're actually strengthening our back muscles also. So when you carry your arm down here, you're not using as many muscles. We're actually strengthening that lower back by having that arm up. Okay? All right. Thank you. Yes, sir. You'll feel a gentle stretch in the lower back, like where your kidneys are. So as I'm turning, I'm feeling a stretch in the lower back, not forcing anything. This is nice and gentle. And as I turn to this side, again, I feel a stretch in my lower back. If I move my hips, I don't feel any stretch in the lower back. If I turn this way, I feel stretch in the lower back. A really good way to tell this, here, I'll use this chair for a second. We're going to do one more standing exercise. But if you sit and do this exercise where you turn, you'll feel the stretch because you can't move your hips because you're now sitting on your hips. So that's a really good way. If I see too many people moving their hips, I'll say, sit down and do this exercise because at this point, you can't move your hips. So as you turn your upper body, you'll feel that stretch in your lower back. Pardon me. The trick is that this should feel the same as this. If it doesn't, it means you're turning your hips. Okay? Always a good way to check. No, that's a great question. Any other questions? All right. Let's do a leg strengthening exercise. Use your chair. Keep your knee bent. Keep the upper body nice and straight. I want everyone to stay safe, all right? Weight shifts to the left, bend in the left knee, right foot, cat stance. All the weight's on my left, bend in the left knee. Keep that upper body straight. Tap right toe to the front, empty. Keep plenty of space between your feet, thank you. Cat stance. And then right foot to the side, no weight on the right, all your weight's left. Keep that upper body straight, make sure you're not leaning. And cat stance. And then the fun one, left toe behind us, empty. Keeping plenty of space between your feet. Keep your upper body nice and straight. And cat stance. And then back to Wu Ji. Awesome. Same thing, other side. Weight shifts right, bending the right knee. Left foot, cat stance. Tap left toe to the front, keeping plenty of space between your feet. Thank you. And cat stance. Use your chair if you need to. Tap left toe to the side. No weight on the left. All your weight stays on the right. And cat stance. And then tap right toe behind us. Keep plenty of space between your feet. Oh, you're fine. You're fine. And cat stance. And then back to Wu Ji. Next week, we have you up in front of everyone where you teach. So you get one lesson for free. Yeah. Just kidding. Never do that. All right, shake your legs loose. That exercise, so there's a chapter 2 on that exercise. We're not going to do it today because of time constraints. But there's a chapter 2 on that exercise where we start out in the cat stance, we step out empty, and then we shift our weight, allowing the other foot to be empty, and then stepping back. That's really fast. But that exercise, if you go to YouTube and you can just go to Google and Google Tai Chi with Craig Miller, it'll take you to a YouTube channel that I have. And in that YouTube channel, there's a bunch of videos. They're not labeled well, my bad. But the one is called a balance exercise, and it's a short 10-minute video, and it has that exercise, chapter 1 and chapter 2. So if you wanted to practice that at home, that's going to get your legs stronger, and that's going to improve your balance. All right? So you just have to go to YouTube and go to Tai Chi with Craig Miller. It's free. All right? I made it for my brother, but you guys get to use it too. All right? All right. So let's have a seat. Let's do a couple of seated exercises next. He's quiet today. She said that's good. Is that what she said? All right. So when we sit Tai Chi style, just like we stand in the Wu Ji position, it helps us build our body. We sit in this position. So you sit up on the edge of your chair. Try to not use the back of your chair. Feet are flat on the floor. 90-degree bend between the upper and the lower leg. Rock forward on the pelvis. So many people will sit like this. Instead, we rock forward on the pelvis, heads lifted by the silk thread. So, good straight body posture, really building the core muscles when we do this. Practice sitting this way a little bit every night. You're not going to be able to sit for hours and hours this way, but just practice sitting this direction, sitting this straightness. I lost the adjective there. Pose. Thank you. Oh, you were a teacher, you said, right? All right. So, yeah, English is my second language, and I don't have a first language. So, but you want to sit in this pose nice and straight. Work on that. It'll help you with your core strength, which is really, really important for everybody. Okay? All right. So our first exercise is a hip exercise. So turn in your chair to the right-hand side of the chair. Now, concentrate on keeping your knee over your ankle. So I'm not doing this or this or this, but I'm doing this. And the stretch will be concentrated on the legs and the hips. All right? So, prayer hand position, gently pushing against the right wall, opening up the left leg simultaneously. Feel that nice stretch in the hips. And come back to center. Pushing against the right wall, opening up the left leg. Keep the knee directly above the ankle as you're doing this. There you go. And come back to center. Yeah, there you go. Push against the right wall, open up the left leg, keep the knee above the ankle. And come back to center. Relax the hands down. You did not impress me as a Queen fan. I'm very impressed.
I'm a super Queen fan, and I apologize if I thought I had
No problem. If that's the worst thing that happens to me all week, I'm having a really good week, that means, all right? Although I expected everyone to start going. See, everybody? Bohemian Rhapsody right here. All right, other side. By the way, if you have trouble concentrating on the hands and the legs, concentrate on the legs first. Once you get the legs right, then worry about the hands, all right? So, prayer hand position, gently push against the left wall, opening up the right leg. And come back to center. Pushing against the left wall, opening up the right leg. Feel that nice stretch. And come back to center. One more time, pushing against the left wall, opening up the right leg. Feel that nice stretch, knee above the ankle. And then we come back to center and relax the hands down, turn back to center and shake those legs loose. I'm assuming you've seen the movie Bohemian Rhapsody. Yeah, okay. Yeah, very well done movie. Very well done movie. If you haven't seen it and you like Queen, great movie. Really good movie. You'll probably change your ringtone after you watch that movie. Second hip exercise next. We're going to do two motions. Lifting the leg up, pulling the knee up towards the chest, and then pushing down on the foot like you're trying to drive the foot through the floor. Again, keeping the back nice and straight. It helps a lot of people as you lift the leg up. Think about lifting the head at the same time. That helps keep the back straight so you're not doing this or doing this. All right? Thank you. Sitting up nice and straight and tall, starting with the left leg. Lifting the left leg up, hands are behind us, keeping the back straight, and relax. And then hands in front of us, pushing down on the left foot, hard as you can. Push, 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 and relax. Lifting the left leg up, hands are behind us, and relax. And then hands in front of us, pushing down on the left foot, hard as you can. Push, 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 and relax. One more time, lifting the left leg up, hands are behind us, keep the back and the body straight, and relax. Hands in front of us, pushing down on the left foot, hard as you can. Push, 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 and relax. Same thing, other side, lifting the right leg up, hands are behind us, keep the back straight, and relax. Hands in front of us, pushing down on the right foot, hard as you can. Push, 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 and relax. Lifting the right leg up, hands are behind us, keeping the back straight, and relax. Hands in front of us, pushing down on the right foot, hard as you can. Push, 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 and relax. One more time, lifting the right leg up, hands are behind us, and relax. Hands in front of us, pushing down on the right foot, hard as you can. Push, 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 and relax. And shake your legs loose. Awesome. Good job. I get a drink of water real fast. Everybody having fun?
Yes.
Awesome. Pretty soon all of you will. Heel kick next. Really good exercise to strengthen your legs. Highly recommend it every day. 4 motions with the leg. Lifting the leg up, kicking the leg out, lifting the leg back up, and then floating the foot to the ground. Keeping the body straight, keeping the back straight, punching out the opposite hand. All right? So, hands loosely gripped at the belt line. We're sitting up nice and straight and tall. Think silk thread, lifting your head towards the ceiling. Starting out with the left leg, lifting the left leg up, heel kick left, punching out right fist. Picking up the left leg, let it hover there, and then float the foot to the ground. Picking up the right leg, heel kick right, punching out the left fist, opposite hand. Picking up the right leg, and then float the foot to the ground. Beautiful. Make sure after you get done kicking, that you come back to this position so you're floating that foot over the ground and then float the foot to the ground, all right? Hands loosely clenched at the belt line, lifting the left leg, heel kick left, punch out right fist, picking up that left leg, let it hover there, and then float the foot to the ground. Picking up the right leg, heel kick right, punching out the left fist. Picking up the right leg, let it hover there, and float the foot to the ground. Beautiful. I'm going to do it one more time. Make sure you're sitting up nice and straight. Make sure you're not doing a crunch, right? Sit up nice and straight. Picking up the left leg, heel kick left, punching out right fist. Picking up the left leg, let it hover there. Float the foot to the ground. Picking up the right leg, heel kick right, punching out the left fist. And then picking up the right leg and floating the foot to the ground. Shake those legs loose. Awesome. So on Fridays, I teach at 11 o'clock also. The only difference is we have 10 minutes longer in class, and we use that 10 minutes to do meditation. Quick story about meditation. I've been doing meditation for my condition for a little bit. Some studies say it's helpful for that. Not everybody agrees, but I don't care. I agree, so I'm going to do it, right? So my wife, bless her heart, has been going with me with meditation. And we're actually using YouTube to meditate. There's some really good guided meditations on YouTube. And so my wife and I, every night, we meditate for like 10 minutes or so before we go to bed. We're finding out which are the good videos and which are the not so good ones, right? However, so my wife has a problem with staying asleep. Does anybody else have that problem? Wake up about 2 in the morning and have trouble getting back to sleep? Yeah, you're the only one who admits it. There's more in here, they're just not admitting it. But what we have found, like we've been doing this for about 2 weeks now. My wife is starting to sleep better and more consistently through the night. So this isn't after just one night of meditation. Again, we're doing it like every night, about 10 minutes every night. But she's sleeping better every night after about 2 weeks. And this has been shown to be the case for a lot of people. And my wife, she is a nurse. She's a cardiology nurse. So she doesn't necessarily, Eastern medicine comes a little harder to her. Meditation, she comes from the Western mindset of, it doesn't, that doesn't make any difference. But it is making a difference with her sleep. And she's even said, I think this meditation is helping me. So come in Friday, tomorrow, 11 o'clock, we finish the day with meditation. Maybe you'll find it helpful. I see it working with Parkinson's friends really well. I see it affecting their tremors, lots of things. It's pretty amazing. All right. Toe kick next. Same thing we just did. Instead of a heel kick, now we do a toe kick where I point the toe out. You come back to this position, let it hover, and then float the foot to the ground. All right? All right. Thank you. Hands loosely gripped at the belt line, sitting up nice and straight and tall. Make your mommy proud. Lifting up the left leg, toe kick left, punching out right fist. Picking up the left leg, let it hover, and then float the foot to the ground. Picking up the right leg, toe kick right, punching out left fist. Picking up the right leg, let it hover, float the foot to the ground. Picking up the left leg, toe kick left, punching out right fist. Opposite hand, picking up the left leg, floating the foot to the ground. Picking up the right leg, toe kick right, punching out left fist. Keep that back straight. Picking up the right leg, floating the foot to the ground. All right, one more time. Sitting up nice and straight and tall. This isn't easy, is it? Picking up the left leg, toe kick left, punching out right fist. Picking up the left leg, floating the foot to the ground. Picking up the right leg, toe kick right, punching out left fist. And then picking up the right leg and floating the foot to the ground. Shake those legs loose. It's really amazing. So after this class, I go teach a class over at the J. One of the classes I teach over there, I have special needs young adults. It's just really an amazing class. One day I was teaching them, and there was a volunteer, older gentleman, probably in his late 60s, early 70s. He was a volunteer just coming and watching the class. And he came in and he sat down and back as we were doing the exercises. And he said, "Do you mind if I join in?" It's like, "No, go ahead." So he joins in for like 5 minutes and then he sits back down. I thought, that's kind of strange. But I just kept going. Um, After the class was over, I said, "You doing okay?" And he's like, "Yes." He goes, "This is really hard." He said, "I saw the kids doing it." And he goes, "It's really easy." He goes, "And then I tried to do it." He goes, "This is really hard. That's why I sat back down. It was too hard." So don't think that Tai Chi, just because it moves slow, that it's easy. All right. We're using a lot of muscles you didn't realize you had, which is one reason why I want you to hydrate, drink plenty of water. Okay. All right. So let's stand. Let's do our ankle exercises. So from the Wuji position, use your chair. Standing up, nice and straight and tall. Nice bend in the knees, tucking in the tailbone, heads lifted by the silk thread. We're going to shift all of our weight to the right with the left foot. Touch heel and then toe. Heel and toe. Use your chair. Stay safe. All the weight's left. Or right, sorry, all the weight's right. Heel, toe, heel, toe, heel, toe. One more time. Heel and toe. And then shift all your weight left. I'll give you a hint about this. Get all your weight left. So with this foot, you can actually let that foot hover over the ground if you need it to, all right? Use your chair. Right foot, touch heel and toe. Keep that upper body straight. Heel and toe. Heel, toe, heel, toe, heel, toe. One more time. Country western. Heel and toe. Second ankle exercise. Weight shifts to the right. Left foot, touch little toe and big toe. Outside, inside, little toe and big toe. Then shift weight left, bend in the left knee, right foot, little toe, big toe. Outside, inside, keep that upper body nice and straight, little toe and big toe. And come back to center. Back to Wuji. There you go. One hint I'll give you, when you're trying to balance all your weight on one leg, make sure that you're not leaning out. Make sure that you're not leaning back. So many people actually try and do both of those. So they'll be like this, touching like heel toe or little toe, big toe. You want to teach the body, always keeping the body straight. So it's one straight line in this direction and one straight line in this direction. It's going to ultimately help you with your balance. A lot of times we lean back because we try to counterbalance. The problem is that catches up with us at the worst times. All right. So we're getting our legs strong so you can balance all your weight onto one leg, and we're keeping the body nice and straight. So I'm not leaning out, leaning back. All right. All right. So let's do our forward and backward, the hokey pokey, right? Because that's what it's all about. All right, weight shifts to a couple things here. So I'm touching the heel in front of me, what the Chinese call empty, no weight. And I'm touching the toe behind me, also empty, so there's no weight. In this instance, I'm keeping all of my weight on my left foot as I touch the right foot back and forth. I'm not ever putting any weight on that right foot as I go back and forth, all right? Keeping the body straight, thank you, keeping the back straight as you do that. As you step backwards, make sure that you do indeed step wide. We don't want to step like this, but rather like this. We want that in our muscle memory, all right? And then finally, my Parkinson's friends, I want everyone as they transition to try and lift that knee as you transition from heel to toe. I want you to try and lift your knees when you walk, all right? We want that to become the norm for you, okay? All right, so with all those 20 things, keep all those 20 things in mind simultaneously. You can do it. Weight shift to the right, bending the right knee. Empty left heel, hands behind us or using the chair. And then we transition, empty left toe, hands in front of us. Keep all the weight on the right. Lifting the knee, empty on the heel. Use your chair if you need to. And then lifting the knee, empty on the toe. One more time, empty on the heel. Keep all the weight right. And empty on the toe. And we come back to center. Shifting weight to the left, bending the left knee. Empty right heel, hands behind us. And lifting the knee, empty right toe, hands in front of us. Keep that upper body nice and straight. Empty on the heel. Lifting the knee as we transition, empty right toe. Good stepping, guys and gals. One more time, empty on the heel and empty on the toe. And we come back to center. Awesome. Isn't that fun? Good exercise to do. Kitchens are great places to do that exercise. And you make sure you make it to the kitchen at least once a day, right? So you have a kitchen counter. Just stop by the kitchen counter and empty heel and empty toe. Concentrating on keeping that upper body straight, and then just turn around and hold on to that counter, empty heel and empty toe. Beautiful place to do the exercise. We've got a lot of tall people in this room, so use that kitchen counter. Everybody is tall within their own stature, right? All right. Let me see. We got let's bow stance. So we're going to expand on that last exercise. So where you were touching your heel down, empty. Now we're going to set the whole foot down, but again, empty, meaning there's no weight on that foot. The Chinese took it from an empty bucket sitting on the ground. So that bucket is on the ground, but there's no weight in that bucket. And then we shift our weight 70%, 30%, keeping the body straight. We shift our weight back, all the weight's on that back leg, and then we come back to Wu Ji. All right? So concentrate on the legs first, then you can add the hands. In fact, let's do the legs first. Weight shift to the right, bend in the right knee, step out, empty with the left foot, no weight on the left foot. Then shift weight 70% on the left, weight shifts back, and we come back to center. Make sure you don't step so far, right? Nice empty step. Again, so some people's empty step will be like my heel doesn't even clear my toe. That's fine. Everybody's different. We have a lot of different empty steps here, so make it your own, right? Weight shift to the left, bend in the left knee, step out empty right foot, nice easy step, beautiful. Shifting weight to the right, bend in the right knee, shifting weight back, don't move the feet yet, and then come back to center. Awesome. Feel you weren't fighting your balance? That's what we're looking for. Beautiful. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Weight shifts to the right, stepping out empty left foot. Weight shifts left, keeping that right heel down. Weight shifts back and come back to center. Weight shifts to the left, stepping out empty right. Shifting weight right. Nice. Weight shifts back, come back to center. All right, now if you want to add the hands, do that. Don't step too far. Keep those steps close. When you're in this Wu Ji position, you should feel really solid. If you're fighting for your balance, you're doing it wrong, all right? You probably want to pull the front foot back, maybe even widen the front foot out, all right? But this should feel very stable. In fact, when my girls were younger, Dad used to stand like this, and they tried to push Dad over from this position, which helped me root down. So it was a fun game. Then they got older. All right, let's add the hands. Hands loosely gripped at the belt line. You're in that Wu Ji position. Nice gentle bend in the knees. Weight shifts to the right, stepping out empty left foot. As we shift weight left, we punch right, bow stance. Weight shifts back. Keep your feet on the ground and come back to center. Same thing, other side, weight shifts left, stepping out empty right. So there's no weight on your right foot. Nice, easy step. Shifting right, punching left, bow stance. Weight shifts back, not moving the feet yet, and come back to center. Don't overstep, keep your steps close. Weight shifts to the right, stepping out empty left foot, shifting left, punching right, bow stance. Get that weight forward onto the left foot. Bring that weight forward. Weight shifts back. There you go. And come back to center. Weight shifts to the left, stepping out empty right. Shifting right, punching left, bow stance. Don't overstep on this one. Bring that weight forward onto the right leg. There you go. Weight shifts back and come back to center. One more time each side. Weight shifts right, stepping out empty left foot. Shifting left, punching right, bow stance. Weight shifts back, come back to center. Weight shifts left, stepping out empty right. Shifting right, punching left, bow stance. Weight shifts back, not moving the feet yet, and then we come back to center. So when we're in this bow stance, we want to shift all of our weight back and make sure we have all of our weight on the back foot. Then we pick up the front foot and come back. What sometimes people will do is they'll start shifting their weight back and they'll still have weight on this foot and they'll pick it up and they have to set it down like what I call a desperation step. If we get all of our weight on that back leg, we can pick that foot up easy enough. All right? All right. Any questions about what we did? All right. Where's Alan when you need him? All right. We're going to do 3 cool down exercises. All right. So lightly punch inside of the arm and outside of the arm. This strengthens your bone marrow. Inside of the other arm and outside of the arm. Then we move on to our tailbone. Lightly punch or slap your tailbone. This helps your blood pressure, your spinal fluid, also helps your prostate, gentlemen. And then the legs. Got a lot of working on your legs. Make sure that you hydrate, plenty of water, all right? Tighten up all the muscles in the body and relax. Tighten up those muscles and relax. This also strengthens your bones. Tighten up the muscles and relax. I've had about roughly, well, actually it went up on Tuesday. So I've had probably about 12 women that I know of that their bone density has gone, they've either gone from osteoporosis to osteopenia or osteopenia back to normal bone density just from doing Tai Chi. So something to think about. Gathering chi, big, deep belly breath in and long, slow breath out. By the way, there's research showing that Tai Chi is good for osteoporosis. Inhale and exhale. It's not just ancillary evidence. Inhale and exhale. Awesome. Good job. All right. Have yourselves a great day today. Jen is in next with kickboxing. I'll be here tomorrow at 11 o'clock. And like I said, we finish up with meditation. If you've never tried it, you should put it on your bucket list. All right? Nice meeting you. Have a great day. We have a lot of people, so let's try, pardon me, let's try and exit out this door so people can start coming in on that door. All right?